Good morning, afternoon, and or evening. This is Derek, Professor Silly Gaming, and let's play some Fallout 4 on Survival on the Xbox Series X. We are playing a character that very much is a Brotherhood character, but last time we made it into the Institute because we built a teleporter, and we kind of like what we see here. We were a soldier type. I wasn't planning on doing anything other than a pure Brotherhood playthrough, but man, now that we're here, I'm having second thoughts. The whole idea of this was started off to test whether this game was stable on the Xbox Series X. So far, it absolutely is. Great. All the problems I had on Xbox One and the Xbox Series S, I'm not having here. But we're making a character that eventually I'm going to build a whole lot of settlements. Because let's face it, settlement building is the most fun thing about Fallout 4. Feel free to disagree with me on that, but we'll just agree to disagree. So, we are supposed to talk to all of the department heads. I've got some Brotherhood things I'm supposed to do while I'm here. I'm not sure if I'm going to do those this time or if I'm going to wait. I figure I'm being watched, so I want to be, somewhat strategic about it. Even though the game doesn't care, I care. So, yeah, deciding which department head to talk to first. Decisions.
He's supervising the retrieval of some of the more high-profile units. In his absence, I keep things running smoothly.
Right, well, he's not the most pleasant individual, but I can see where his job is sort of important from their point of view. The exact worst person is probably as far as the railroad is concerned, but moving
works
on.
in the infirmary. Just pay him a visit whenever you need to. You won't find better medical care anywhere else in the Commonwealth. I'll promise you that.
Right, well, that's the sort of thing that could benefit everybody, and they seem to be doing some pretty good work in this division. I like this kid, and I like what they're doing. Good stuff. That's two down.
Now we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
All right, well, she seems pleasant enough, and yeah, the idea of using some of this technology to build better habitats up above ground is very, very tempting, I have to say. Very tempting indeed.
Access the Institute. Handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Speaking of, I trust our discussion will remain between the two of us. Now, I need to get back to work, and I'm sure you have other things to do.
All right. Well, the game would not let me talk with her without talking about the whole Brotherhood thing, so there's that. She wants me to go find Virgil's laboratory and find out what happened with Virgil, etc., etc. So it looks like we're going to need to do that, which is fine and dandy. We'll go ahead and get that taken care of right away. Okay, so, oh, yeah, and so disarm that. And that's probably connected to up on top. Yes, connected to that. Perfect. So we'll disarm that as well. All right, so if memory serves, there's not a whole lot of enemies here at the beginning of it, but there should be some turrets, laser turrets, if I remember right. And there should be some robotic enemies, including an Assaultron. I don't think there's any synths down here, though. So we'll play it slow and careful. And, of course, I'm going to just assume that I'm not under surveillance down here like I was in the rest of the Institute. So if I see a computer terminal, this would be a good place to do the whole Brotherhood upload thing. And then I'll have the data and decide what I want to do with that data later. All right, sure enough, a couple of turrets I was able to take out without too much trouble. And there's a computer terminal. So yeah, we're going to hack into this, and then once we're hacked in, like so. And then, yeah, we're going to go ahead and load up the program. What's it called? It's network something or other. Network scanner, that's it. So we'll go ahead and run the scanner, get the data and everything. Yep, we'll click that for yes. And then, once it's done doing its thing, then I think we will use our turret override program holotape rather than using the turret control that's built in here. If I can get the turrets to turn on the robots, that would be best. That'd be better. So I'd prefer that. I don't know if that'll work, but it's worth a shot. Okay. So we're going to remote open the door, and this is where the Assaultron is. Okay, I need to be very careful. I think placing some mines down is going to be my best bet. If I can lure the Assaultron into a couple of mines, that might weaken it down enough then with my pray and spray, I'll be able to take it the rest of the way out. Oh gosh, it already saw me. No, not quite, but it's definitely on its way. All right. It's not coming around. Yep, broke its legs. Perfect. So I don't need the spray and pray at that point. I think I can use the 10 millimeter. Of course, if I hit it. Yeah, that's fine. That works great. Right. If memory serves, this was the scariest thing down here. So the fact that I was able to take that down is fine. We're still in caution, meaning there's probably some laser turrets that I still need to worry about. But that shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, for whatever reason, the turrets were not friendly, even though I hacked them. This is really disturbing. We have a super mutant here with a toy truck and a dead cat. This is implying that this super mutant was a child. I feel like with what I've found in the other rooms as well, that they were turning children into super mutants.
Won't be able to pick this.
Which is... And yeah, exactly. So when I'm trying to think of like which is worse, which is better, which is more redeemable, Brotherhood or Institute, Institute has definitely been in some pretty shady shit, and I need to take that into account. Can I get to that without tripping it? Oh, okay, back off. Yep, laser turrets. Got a good hit on me. All right, we'll just heal that up. And yeah, apparently we'll take the turrets out, then we'll deal with the trap, and then we'll move on into the actual Virgil's lab, etc. All right, and here we are. We have arrived at Virgil's laboratory. I don't think we need to sneak anymore. So let's grab all the things we're going to grab. We're also going to read some of the stuff in the computers, just, because we are playing a role RPG. And I do still want to decide whether I want to back the Institute or the Brotherhood moving forward.
Why does Father insist on
And of course we will grab this. All right. If I'm reading this right, tagged and discarded. So basically the super mutants that they created that weren't abject failures, they released. So one could presume that all of the super mutants in this region are here because of the Institute. Now, of course, the Brotherhood wants to wipe out all super mutants because they're abominations. And frankly, from what I'm seeing here, I'm still on board with that. So even if I do stick with the Institute, I think fixing their mistake by wiping out all super mutants still seems like a reasonable thing to do. Now, of course, with the experimental serum, that means there could be a cure. So is it better to work on the cure and see if we can cure all super mutants, or whether we can cure certain super mutants? I don't know. Stuff to think about, though. And let's not ignore the fact that Father was approving of all
Dr.
this.
Lee.
So
Took you long enough.
I wonder what he's trying to figure out. Anyway,
Let me
we're
see
going
what
to talk
you've
to
got.
Dr. Lee here. We're going to give her the evidence, and she'll decide what she's going to decide.
Here you go.
A holotape.
And it looked like there was no choice. She is going back to the Brotherhood, so that's fine. That's fine. Hopefully the Institute doesn't worry too much about that, even though in the game it doesn't really matter. We'll listen to her thingy, and yeah, moving on.
Of trial 6.
Right, finally, we're going to speak with Father. Unfortunately, we're not able to ask him the questions that we have concerning the super mutants and whatnot, but we are tasked with hunting down a rogue synth that has taken over a gang of raiders. So yeah, we will do that. Maybe not right away, but yeah, we'll do that.
And the
new guy patched me up.
Before we do that, we are going to check in with the railroad and get the experience points for completing the mission that we did, and keep up appearances. I also wanted to see if I can gather any of the Radiant quests from either the crazy scientist dude or the robot type. Forget her name. Yeah, robot person.
Mostly true, but there weren't 100 of them.
Right. Was not able to get any Radiant quests from the railroad, so we're going to report in. Apparently it's very foggy here in the Bridwin. We're reporting into the Brotherhood to report some of what we've discovered, and at least
I received word
Dr.
that
Lee.
Dr. Lee is returning to us.
All right. I can't say that I'm a fan of what
Will she be harmed if
of
she
what
doesn't
he's
cooperate?
saying here
Absolutely
about
not.
Dr.
We have
Lee.
big plans for Dr. Lee, including the resurrection of
Sounds like they're not
The
treating
last thing
her
we
as
wanna
friendly. They're
is
treating
kill
her
the
as
Goldbergs.
generally
As soon as Dr.
hostile,
Lee arrives,
although they don't
we'll
want to
interrogate her
kill her.
aboard
So
the She's been under the
interrogation,
Institute's influence for the
yikes.
last decade, and we
Can't say I'm a
afford to take
fan
any
of
chances.
that.
Now,
So
I
yeah,
believe you still
Institute
possess an
definitely has
important
their
piece of data
issues.
that Proctor Ingram is
Brotherhood
able to
has their
wait.
issues too.
I want you to bring it
This
to her
isn't
immediately.
helping me decide
Once
which
again,
side I want to back up in the
Don't
long
fail
run.
to impress.
Right. Well,
This
let's do one of our Brotherhood side missions. We were given a side mission a while ago that we didn't move on, so let's do that. All right. Sounds like this is be one
Ready,
of
sir?
your basic escort missions. You need
What's
to take
the
this
mission?
scribe down
Standard
to
research
some place.
patrol, sir.
And
I
there will
extract
probably be
data from
enemies,
what
of
you keep
course.
us alive.
Now, what I don't know is whether or not we can take a
Standing
vertibird
by, sir.
or whether we have to walk it, because it is all the way down here. So we'll try to take the vertibird. We can take the vertibird probably there to Big John Salvage. I didn't kill all of the super mutants that were there, but I killed most of them, so it should be fine. Let's see if this is going to work. Sure enough, we are under fire immediately. Oh, okay, you're on the other side of me. We're being shot. Shit. We're being shot from this side. All right, we got an enforcer. Yeah, these are the ones I did not kill when I was here before. It's really dark as well. All right, got you tagged at least. And that is the sound of a suicider. There you are. Well, let's just take you out, like so. All right, so I want to take this enforcer out as well. I am not hitting you. You are on the other side of a wall, aren't you? Well, that's no good. All right, I don't think retreating is really a good option. Let's see if I can get in here close. I don't want to get too close, obviously, because there we go. Got eyes on you there. All right. I think she's supporting from behind me on the left. Those are her laser shots that were going over my shoulder. All right, we've dwindled his health down to half. Should probably be in sneak mode just for the night vision. All right, want to get close, but not too close. There we go. There we go. Excellent. Hey, we got our level up already. Well, that said, this seems like a weird place to stop. We're currently hidden, although we're not alone. So let's go over to where we're supposed to go and try to avoid that legendary Uguay or whatever it's called. All right, she's still alive. Yep, there she is. Excellent. All right, come on. We need to go to where we need to go. We'll just stay in sneak mode and not have to fight that. Oh, look at that. Nuka-Cola Family Radio. I don't know if I'm going to do that DLC with this character. There's no building there, as far as I know, so no settlement sites there. I'm definitely not going to do any of the missions there, as far as building settlements for raiders. My next playthrough, that's something I definitely would like to do, but not with this one. All right, are we alone here? That is the question. All right, let's see here. She should be following momentarily. She's still following me, right? We need that computer console. There she is. Excellent. Oh, she. Oh, hi, hello. Didn't even see you in here. Well, let's take you out. I'm glad she saw you. Ooh, a commander. Okay. All right, we've gotten her here. We need to protect her, so we need to take this commander out ASAP. So they can get flanking shots like that. Oh, we're running low on ammo though. All right, we're in caution. We're not done. Who else we got? Somebody in here? No. Somebody outside? Maybe? Alright. Thinking maybe a mine would be a good... Oh, I don't have any hotkeyed. Do I have mines? That would be a good question. So, let's check. And... Yep, bottle cap. That'll work. Alright, well, let's just put that in the doorway. And... Oh, God. Oh, don't go out there. What are you doing? You're going to get yourself blown up. Okay. She got it taken care of. We're fine. We're back into being hidden. So, excellent. We can do what we came here to do. And then we can level up, get some sleep, and figure out what we'll do next time. Alright, do your thing, Scribe. Oh, famished. Yikes. Alright, I should probably take care of that. Alright, well, we don't have a lot of great treasures. Let's just eat all this cram. It's heavy anyway. Half a pound apiece. Alright, so we're properly fed. And, alright. What else we gotta do? Oh, that's it. Okay, well, cool. In that case, let's level up. Okay. Armorer 3. Even though I am on the fence about whether I'm going to stick with the Brotherhood versus the Institute, I'm on the fence. I haven't decided. Either way, I'm going to be using armor. And power armor. So I feel that Armorer 3 makes a lot of sense. Especially if I'm going to go... Either way, if I go with the Brotherhood, then I want to have as good armor as possible. If I go with the Institute, I'm going to want to fight the Brotherhood with armor, and therefore I'm still going to want the best possible armor. In fact, better armor than them. Could take Demolition Expert, could take Action Boy. Could take Gun Nut. Yeah, Armor 3. Just like that. On that note, we are going to call it for this episode. Next time, we're going to try to just play all sides. I'm going to prioritize probably the Railroad over everything else because they're the ones I'm definitely going to like wipe out the earliest. We're just going to kind of play all sides, basically, and try to decide whether I want to end up going Brotherhood or Institute. If you have a strong opinion one way or the other, let me know in the comments. My bias is toward the Institute, but I was kind of predicating this whole play on Brotherhood. And I hate to just let my biases change where and what I'm doing. It will affect what kind of builds I do on this play file. If I go Brotherhood, then the builds are going to be very militaristic. All the settlement builds will be very militaristic. If I go Institute, they're going to be very futuristic. I know which one I'd rather do, but you let me know what you'd like to see. That said, you have a great rest of your whatever, and I will see you next time. Ta-ta.